Hey, Geezer here. How do you do, everybody? Well, it's been a long week last week. Rained about every day. I didn't get nothing done out here. But on the other hand, on the plus side, I got several small things up around the house and garage taken care of I needed to do. So I guess it all evens out. Now they say it's going to rain later on this afternoon. And Thursday and Friday is supposed to be big storms every day. Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be near 90 and thunderstorms, or low 90s and thunderstorms. So I don't know. It's going to be what it's going to be. But at any rate, the log pile's starting to look pretty good. Yeah. Need about 3 times this many, at least twice, to fill up that bin. So, because a couple of these I don't think we're going to use all of them. I'm going to try and save them, but we'll just see as we go along. We got one big tree back there I want to take it down because it's dead before the wind blows it over. And my neighbor stopped by for a few minutes yesterday, and I showed it to him because I don't know, he likes to cut some of the ones that are more challenging because the way this one's leaning and bent and everything. So he said, yeah, he'll come by and cut it. So whenever he gets a chance, we'll take that one down. And I got a big one up by the house that I think the top could just touch the house if it blowed this way, and it's about half dead anyway. It ain't got very many leaves, so I'm going to take that down the next week or two. But today what I think I'm going to do, and I got that blowdown back there that had uprooted during the storm because the root ball was rotted. It's here somewhere. I got it up there, but I cut off part of the root ball back there. I got to drag it up. But right below that, just down the hill a little bit, is a dead ash tree standing there. That's where I'm going today. I'm going to cut that big ash tree down, give my new 450 a little workout and see how it's doing. But I'm going to try and get that down. I don't know if we'll get it drug out today or not, but if I can get it laid down on the ground, that'll be good enough. On the other hand, I'm starting to feel pretty good here. The last few days, I've been feeling pretty good. Getting my strength back and can do things and can do things longer. That's the key. So I go back to Mayfield in Cincinnati on the 7th of July to get an injection in my back, in my spine, steroid injection. I know it's not going to work because I've had them before and it didn't work. And I'm pretty sure the doctor there knows it's not going to work too. So I'm thinking it's probably a government requirement that before he can do the fusion in my back, he's got to do this steroid thing, you know. How the government knows better than me and him what's good for me. So we'll see. I'm supposed to get a follow-up appointment with him 2 weeks after my injection, and then we'll discuss things. So, but I got to hold off the fusion until I get all the wood up that's down up here and get it cut up and split and stacked. Then we can do the fusion. So I'm going to try and stall him off till about November or at least late October. Because the way I do it, I haul the logs up here all summer long. And then in September, that's it. We're done hauling logs, then we cut them up to length and start splitting them. Spend the rest however long it takes to split and cutting and splitting. So and cutting this pile ain't as bad as you think. It's worked out in the past. We just start working in from both ends and take these logs in the front, and pretty soon one will roll down, and it works out pretty easy. So, but that's what it is. So today I'll stop on the way back and show you that big tree that we're going to get down, and then we got the big blowdown over the hill right behind the camera there that we talked about yesterday. We got to get that up too. I've been saving that for when he's available because it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And it's got some trimming up to do, so I'm saving that, been saving that. And then we got the rest of that big maple over there. There's some big branches and a whole bunch of blowdowns along this ridge. So plenty of work to do, not enough time to do it. Okay, gang, here's that big dead tree. It would be that one right there. And it goes up. It's all dead up there. It's got some big branches, a lot of firewood in it, and there's no rotten spots on the trunk yet, so a lot of firewood there. But let me go up here and show you. First of all, here it kind of leans to the downhill side, which would be good because we think we're going to try and put it right down on the ground there next to that one laying there. That's where we want it to go. So that looks like it'd be, since it's leaning downhill right there, that looks like it'd be good. But then if you come around to the other side here, you can see that it wants to lean to the left. And then it's got a couple of branches up there that want to go to the left and only one to the right. So it's going to be a little tricky, but it'll be fun. And we're out here in the woods. Let me give you my philosophy on this here. We're out here in the woods. So if it don't go just exactly where we want, no harm, no foul. We're not hurting nothing out here. So if it goes that way instead of that way, I'm happy, I'm fine, we get it on the ground. And then we probably will take this one this year sometime too. Right behind it is another one. And it's getting all hollowed up and the woodpecker's working on the inside of it there. So it's pretty tall too. See if I can show you here. It's a pretty good sized tree. So I may just come out, get a hair one morning and come out here and cut this one down. But the big one over here, I will save for when the neighbor's available, and let this one will put him to the test. If we got wedges, and if we need to, we can put a jack on it. But that's it. All right. See you when I get to the dead ash. Oh, by the way, there is the stump to that blowdown that was rotted at the roots that I pulled up. So I got to haul that up there yet. And the dead ash is, here's where that, right here, if you remember, was where that blowdown was laying. And there's the root thing, because it was rotted there and it just blowed over. There was four trees here, and that blew that one over. So how it worked, I don't know, but that's it. Down there is that ash tree. You can just see the bark has turned white down there. Kind of looks like a forest monster or something there with them leaves hanging, makes like a face, don't it? That's the one I got to cut today. And there's a trail. Whoops, sorry. There's a trail just that away, a little ways to the left. So if I can get it laid down to the right with the butt end facing the trail, then I should be able to get it pulled up, I think. If not, we'll figure out something else. I'll be back in a bit. Well, dang, I got the saw warming up. And I think it may go where I want it to go. But I don't think it matters where it goes here. Wherever it goes, it's going to get hung up. It just is. I don't mind them getting hung up out here because I can put some ropes on and rig it up and pull them out. So that's not a big deal to me. But it leans 2 or 3 different ways depending upon where at the tree you're looking. So I'm just going to cut it and let it go where it wants to go. Gonna have to get my knocker and take this flannel off. Getting warm now. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the wedge knocked out. Guess we're ready for the back cut. Let's see what happens. Alrighty then. Yeah, got high up good. See what we got. I don't know if that's cut through enough to pull off of there or not. I guess we'll find out. If we get a thunderstorm this afternoon, maybe it'll get unhung. I don't know. But task one is done. I think a little rest now. I go up and sit in the mule for a couple of minutes and think about this. But I'm not unhappy with that at all. Canopy's pretty big around here, so I knew it was going to get hung up no matter where it went. But if I got it cut through now and all the way through from the back cut to the wedge, then I should be able to pull it on out. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go take 5. And I think what I'm going to do is hook up a 3-to-1 from this tree to that big old dead one up there and see if the mule will pull it off the stump. And if it don't, I guess we'll have to get old Red. If it starts to rain, I'll just leave all the stuff sit here till the next day. I greased all the pulleys up this spring, so a little rain shouldn't hurt them. Oh, boy. I need a bigger strap, maybe. Well, that's a fine how do you do. I only need another inch. Let's see. I can pull this vine root off there. That'll give me enough, maybe. There we go. Now, if it works, that'll be an awful big lucky break that I don't usually get. So we'll just have to see. Almost. Maybe I can make it work here. There's a big one, that big blow down laying over there we got to get. That'll be an all-day job there if we can get it done in one day. May not be able to get it done in one day. Hey. Just enough. Just enough. I don't even know if the mule can pull this. If it just pulls it off the stump, I'll be happy. And I can bring old Red down and pull it up that way, rig it to that other tree, and get it pulled up out of here. All right. I'll be back as soon as I get the rigging set up. Okay, gang. I got the old rigging on there. I got a 3-to-1 set up. It's and then I got the line secured to the load, so it's a 3-to-1. 3 lines would be supporting it if it was hanging. Now, a couple of questions come to mind. How heavy is that chunk? And I'm hooked up to this old dead tree up here, and this tree's been dead for 3 or 4 years. I've been eyeballing about getting it cut down. So, there it is. It's been dead a while. So I don't know if that's if it might break off. Might not be able to take this load. We'll see. But the orange one up there is just a change of direction to get the rope up to the mule, and the silver one is part of the 3-to-1. So I'm going to go up and start the mule. The first question is that dead tree going to be strong enough? And then, is this too heavy? But the main question is, does the mule have the gumption to get it done? Or am I going to have to go up and get old Red? So I'm going to go up here and jump in the mule, and let's just find out. We'll find out together. I got the mule parked up here, kind of on flat land. It's just right at the edge, so by the time he gets all the slack out of the rope and stretches it, I should be on flat ground. We'll just see if we can get it off the stump. It's already tight, hooked up. Get it started here. Put it in 4-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive's engaged. There goes nothing. I don't think the mule's got the gun. Let me try. Let's put it in low once and try it out before I give up. And all 4 wheels are slipping. The mule ain't got the gumption. I was looking at new tires online for it yesterday. These are getting kind of worn. I might need to get some new tires for a better grip. I don't know. So I guess we'll have to go up and get old Red. Don't look like it moved one iota. Not even a little bit. I bet old Red will get it done. Now, do I want to walk up and get old Red or take the mule up and leave it in the garage and get old Red? So if it rains, I'll get old Red to mess with and not have to go up and back and fiddle around, you know what I mean? Jelly bean? Yeah, it never moved. I wonder if I need to cut some more of that off. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking I should slide out of there. Get enough oomph on it. Maybe not. Maybe I need cutting some more. We'll try pulling it first. We'll go get old Red. All right, gang, I'm back. Didn't take as long. It only took about 5 minutes. I got old Red up here. Up there. There's old Red up there. Got the rope, took to the Red. So now we'll see if we can pull this off the stump. All right. I'm thinking it should, but we'll see. We'll put old Red in 4-wheel drive to get all the traction we can get. These new tires I bought last year for old Red really doing the job. I went to the tire shop over in Portsmouth and told them kids, I said, hey, I want some tires with really good traction. I work in the woods a lot. And 3 of them jumped up and said, this is the ones I got on my truck, and I go off-roading all the time. Never had an issue. So, and they were right. These are good gripping tires. Having bragged on them now won't work. 4-wheel drive is thinking about working. It's flashing. There's working. It's in. All right. There we go. See if something goes. Don't want to break nothing. Except maybe the stump. Uh-oh. I done broke something. Okay. I got the rigging redone. Went and got me a 4-inch strap to put on that dead tree. The one I broke was a 2-inch strap, and it broke once before, so it was kind of rotten anyway. So I got a brand new, semi-brand new 4-inch strap on it. And then this stuff down here. The more I look at it, the more I think about it, I think I'm going to need to saw a little bit on it. But I don't have any saws with me here now. They're on the mule. The mule's up in the garage. So if I can't pull it off, it's just got to sit till tomorrow because I'm just about done. But I got it all hooked up to old Red now. I'm going to go try pulling it one more time. I can see the new strap is stretched out. Right. I'm thinking it came down. Great. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I think part of the hinge was still hooked up, but ripped it off, so. Alright, looks like most of the branches from up top broke off. I see them laying around here so we can get them. One's still connected, but it's got an angle so it'll drag. Yeah, I like the main part of the trunk still pretty good. And we can get the branches that broke off. They're laying down here, and here, and there. I don't know if I have to check some of this other stuff and see if it's still good. It's been laying here a while. May be good, may not be good. Only firewood for my boiler, so it don't matter. Here's some more branches off of this one, so we can get all them. Yeah, all right. Wonder if we could pull this on up here a little bit. Is it moving, folks? I can't. Must be the truck's moving. All right, I'm out of driving room. That's as far as I can pull on this pole. Be back up, put a little slack on the rope. Brake lock off. Ease into it now. No jerking. Jerking's what breaks the rope. All right, I think we got all the slack out. Just about out of pulling room here. Now I am. Now I got to back out. Oh yeah, the butt of the log is up here to the trail. This is just excellent. This is pretty awesome. And there's no rot in that trunk either, so that's good. That's all wood for the heat this winter. I got to get my heat supply in before I get my back surgery. But on the other hand, I have heard freezing to death is painless. So I don't know. I hope I don't find out, but if I don't have enough wood, that could be. So let's see what time it is here. It is 12:23. Time to wrap it up. Just picked up and hauled up there and let the dog out of the house and stuff. I have to take her for a walk. So, but there's the trail. Right, it's at the butt of the log is just on the trail. So we can work on that now and tomorrow. There's trail goes out. You can see old Red sitting right at the top of the trail. So we'll work on that tomorrow now and see what we get. See if we can get it pulled on up out of here. So, back up. There we go. So, it was kind of a lousy morning, but then all of a sudden it turned around. So, I'm going to be happy with this. If I can get this pulled out of here tomorrow, then pick up them branches and stuff, and it'll be a good chunk of firewood for this ash. Ash is good firewood, and it's solid. There's no rot in it, so that's even better. So, Friday, 0600. See ya.